Imagine for a second if your business had the superpower to capture leads, qualify prospects, send out highly personalized emails, and instantly notify your sales team 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And imagine doing all of that with absolutely zero manual work. No way, right? Well, actually, yes. No missed opportunities, no delayed responses. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're going to break down exactly how to automate your lead generation using AI tools like n8n and OpenAI. We're tackling the massive headache of slow response times, eliminating those pesky manual errors, and walking step by step through a complete automated workflow that helps you work smarter, not harder. So here's our roadmap for this explainer. First, we'll look at the cost of slow responses, then the AI automation solution. We'll follow that up with a 6-step automated workflow, and finally, wrap things up with a look at the future of business. Let's get to it. Section 1. The cost of slow responses. Okay, I want you to ask yourself a really important question. A potential customer visits your website. They're interested, so they fill out a contact form. What actually happens next in your business? Take a second to really think about your current internal processes. When that prospective customer hits submit, what actually triggers on your end? For a huge majority of companies, that little click triggers a chain reaction of highly manual and honestly, pretty flawed human effort. Seriously, think about what that manual effort actually looks like. Someone on your team gets an alert, right? They have to totally break their focus, open the email, and spend cognitive energy just trying to decode what the customer actually wants. Then they have to sit there and manually type out a reply. After that, they're copying and pasting that data, praying they don't make a typo, into a CRM or, let's be real, a messy spreadsheet. And finally, they have to track down the sales team to hand over the lead. And here's the absolute kicker. This exact process is repeated every single day, over and over, for every single inquiry that comes in. It's exhausting just talking about it. Look, when you rely on humans to do robot work, the consequences are honestly pretty severe. You get slow response times, mostly because, humans have to sleep, eat, and take weekends off. You get misleads that just slip through the cracks of a chaotic inbox. You get human errors, like a misspelled email address or a forgotten CRM entry that literally derails a potential deal. And you waste hours on deeply repetitive tasks. In today's hyper-competitive market, responding slowly doesn't just mean a frustrated prospect. It directly translates to losing customers to competitors who simply answered first. Section 2. The AI automation solution. Now compare that bleak reality of manual processing against the incredible efficiency of an automated system. It's like night and day. Instead of slow pacing, guaranteed human errors, and missed opportunities, businesses can now build a fully automated workflow. AI automation is instant, it's highly accurate, and it ensures every single lead is captured and acted upon immediately. It's basically the direct antidote to all that operational friction we just talked about. Because ultimately, speed creates opportunity. Research consistently shows that businesses responding faster to customer inquiries have a significantly higher chance of converting those leads into paying customers. Think about it from your own perspective as a buyer. If you contact 5 different companies for a quote and only one responds immediately while the others take a day or two, who are you going to go with? The answer is incredibly obvious. Immediate response equals immediate trust. AI helps businesses achieve that instant response, creating a massive competitive advantage. Section 3. The 6-step automated workflow. Now, let's dive into the actual technology here. So this is the actual, real-world life cycle of an automated lead. Check this out. Step 1. A visitor fills out a contact form on your website. Step 2. That information is instantly sent to an automation platform like n8n. Step 3. The data is passed over to OpenAI, which acts as the brain to analyze the inquiry. Step 4. Based on that analysis, a customized, personalized response email is generated and sent right back to the prospect. Step 5. All of the lead's valuable information is safely stored into Google Sheets or your CRM. And finally, Step 6. Your sales team gets an instant, detailed notification so they can take over the now warm lead. 6 steps, absolutely zero human intervention. How cool is that? Let's quickly define the key players making all this magic happen. Starting with n8n, you can kind of think of it as the central traffic cop of your entire digital operation. It's a super powerful automation platform that receives that initial ping when a form is submitted, and it routes that data seamlessly, literally connecting apps that normally don't even talk to each other. It bridges the gap between your website, your artificial intelligence, and your sales software, so information flows perfectly without ever hitting a dead end. And then, of course, we have OpenAI. If n8n is the nervous system, OpenAI is the brain. It does all the cognitive heavy lifting. It doesn't just send some generic robotic auto reply like we're used to seeing. It actually reads the submission, detects the sentiment of the message, categorizes the business, scores the lead quality, and gauges potential interest. It gives your entire system the ability to understand context. So, when that automated response goes out, it feels uniquely tailored, highly professional, and perfectly human. And you know what the most mind-blowing part of all this is? This entire process happens within seconds. I'm serious. From the exact moment the prospect clicks submit, through the AI analysis, the custom email generation, the complex CRM data entry, and the sales team notification, it is literally a matter of seconds. Compare that to the hours or sometimes even days required for a human to sift through an inbox and do all that manual data entry. It's a breathtaking leap in pure operational efficiency. Section 4, the future of business. So what does this all mean for the big picture? Well, the compounding business advantages are just immense. When this flawless, instantaneous workflow happens hundreds or thousands of times a month, the benefits stack up really fast. You save an incredible amount of time, you drastically increase your team's productivity, you provide a vastly superior customer experience because prospects are getting that instant gratification they crave, you reduce the soul-crushing manual work that burns out your staff, and you generate a steady pipeline of highly qualified leads. But most importantly, you can scale efficiently. Whether you get 10 leads today or 10,000 leads tomorrow, this automated infrastructure just handles the volume without breaking a sweat. Now, I really want to address a common hesitation head-on. The true goal of AI automation isn't about replacing humans. It's to elevate people to focus on higher-value strategic activities. AI automation is no longer an unfair advantage just for massive tech corporations anymore. It completely levels the playing field for small and medium businesses. By letting n8n and OpenAI handle the repetitive data entry and initial outreach, your human employees are finally freed up to actually build meaningful relationships, close complex deals, and think strategically about growth. You aren't replacing your people. You're upgrading their capabilities and letting them focus on what they do best. Which brings us to our final thought for today. You really have to ask yourself, will your business combine human creativity with AI-powered efficiency? The companies that embrace this automated advantage today are absolutely laying the foundation for their future survival and growth. Because the future belongs to those who let AI do what it does best, delivering speed and efficiency so that humans can do what they do best, providing creativity and authentic connection. So, how will you transform your digital strategy? Take a hard look at your contact form today and ask yourself if it's time for an upgrade.